the rebirth of America post-global economic crisis. It's a reset. It's not a recession. But as we reset, let's make it rooted in the right values and the right principles so we don't end up here again.
Washington shows unemployment at about 9%. We show it at 20%. And that's because, you know, if you give up, you're not counted as unemployed. There's 150 million people that want a job. 20% of them don't have one. That's 30 million. But then we go on to ask them, do you have hope to get a job? 60% of those say, I don't. So then you have 18 million Americans that are leaving a mark. It's an enormous sociological shift. There's 6 million companies in the United States of America, that's our military, that have one person or more in their companies. That's where job creation happens in the small businesses, not big ones. The big ones don't create any jobs at all. They actually make the economy smaller.
Out of the 6 million businesses, 5.9 million have 500 employees or less. And most jobs are created in the first 7 years of an enterprise, but most businesses go out of business in the first 5 years. Anybody seeing a trend here?
Unless you have high inspiration, we're not going to have job creation we need.
I don't care how brilliant you are, if you're financially illiterate, if you don't understand the universal language of money, you can have the best idea in the world. You're rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. The ship is sinking and you're picking drapes.
We need 1 million startups each year in the United States to get a comeback. We only have about 300,000 or 400,000. But here's the thing. Somehow those seeds of entrepreneurship, not innovation, don't get them mixed up. We got too much innovation and no customers. But those start with young people.
Capital comes from the Latin word capitas, knowledge in the head. But we think money's in our pocket. There's a difference between being broke and being poor.
Unless they're in an entrepreneurial state of mind, a state of high spirit, we'll lose our republic.
The first thing we have to do is give them something different to see. And that's that 5% role model issue we talked about earlier.
We're putting a metric on 5th through 12th graders on do you plan to start a business? You want to be your own boss. We found some real key drivers of entrepreneurship. We ask kids and adults this question, is this a good time to start a business? It's the lowest it's ever been. We ask, do you have trouble getting a loan? It's not about loans. They can get loans. It's about confidence and it's about inspiration and it's about entrepreneurship. Those are all the worst they've ever been.
This issue of financial literacy is not just a poor person's issue. It's not a minority person's issue. It's not a segmented issue. It's not even a consumer issue. It is fundamental to the health of a democracy and a growing middle class and businesses.
Financial inspiration. That's the one that saves America. There's 50 million kids between the ages 5th to 12th grade. Those are the people who come in and replace this room.
He said, I don't want to give away money. I want to invest in our children. I want to solve problems. This man shows up with me all across this country, in person, flies at his own cost to go meet with CEOs about this Gallup-HOPE Index. Jim Clifton and his company conservatively, listen now, conservatively believe that the value of their contribution to America's schools, they're going to census every kid 4th grade through 12th grade. That's 40 to 50 million kids. They're going to census every kid on the 34 questions through the Gallup-HOPE Index to raise the level of economic energy. He's donating his company's time to help to fix the energy problem of our kids and our schools. It's valued at in excess of $10 million. Jim Clifton and Gallup.
We wrote an audit, and we just audited America. And here are the questions we asked. I plan to start my own business. I will invent something that changes the world. My mind never stops. I'm not afraid to take risks even if I might fail. I never give up. I want to be my own boss. The more education, the more money I will make. My school teaches me about money and banking. My school offers classes in how to start and run a business. Do you have a bank account or credit union account with money in it? Are you currently interning with a local business? Have either your parents or guardians ever started a business? Do you run your own business now? I think what would change America, bring it back, not get wiped out by China, would be if we simply doubled the amount of economic energy we have with 5th through 12th graders. I think there's a way to do that. If our leaders got up and spoke enthusiastically about business and entrepreneurship, and you triple that one, then you'd get a really big sociological change.
I hope you are inspired to do well and do good, to do well by doing good, to see this crisis as not as a problem, but as an opportunity.